Welcome to another math video, friends. It's Professor Pandemic here again, today talking to you about multiplying a fraction by a whole number. For our first problem, we have 6 times 3/4. Now, you can't multiply a whole number by a fraction. You have to change that whole number into a fraction. How do you do that? It's real simple. You just put it over 1. And now 6 over 1 is a fraction. Your denominator becomes 1. Now, it's a little different than adding and subtracting fractions, where you're making all equivalent fractions and stuff. With multiplying, it's much nicer. You just multiply the numerators together, and you multiply the denominators together. 6 times 3 is 18, 1 times 4 is 4, and then you finished your multiplying. Now, unfortunately, you have, again, an improper fraction, which you have to change into a mixed number. If you need more help with that, go look at my video on mixed numbers and improper fractions. When you're done with that, you get a mixed number of 4 2/4. This needs to be simplified because obviously there are 2 even numbers here, which gets us an answer of 4 1/2 when completed. Again, if you need help with simplifying, also go look at my previous videos. So, this is how you multiply a fraction by a whole number. Let's do some problems and let's master this skill today. All right, friends, here we have 9 times 4/7. Take a second and come up with this answer. Hopefully, mathematicians, you came up with an answer of 5 1/7. Again, to make the 9 a fraction, you put it over 1, so you put a 1 for the denominator. Multiply the numerators together, you get 36. Multiply the denominators, you get 7. You change that improper fraction into a mixed number, and this becomes 5 1/7. Again, no simplifying needed. Check your work. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1 is 36. Matches my numerator, and we are good to go. Let's do a couple more problems and see how we do. All right, friends, we have 2 problems here for our next couple questions. We have 4 times 3 6 and 7 times 5 8. Pause the video, take a couple seconds, and see if you can come up with these answers. All right, friends, did you come up with just 2 for the answer to the first problem? Because if you did, you are correct. If you had 2 and 0 over 6, technically you're correct, but you don't need that fraction because it has a 0 over it. And this did come out as an even number, so sometimes, remember, when you're making an improper fraction to a mixed number, you might just end up with a regular whole number. The second problem, more traditional. 7 times 5 eighths. Again, remember, put that 1 in your denominator, multiply the numerators and denominators, you get 35 over 8, and when you make it into a mixed number, you get 4 3/8. No simplifying required for either problem. Let's do 2 more questions before we conclude today's video. Here are our last 2 problems for today's video, mathematicians. We have 4 times 3/8 and 9 times 3/7. Pause the video once again, take your time, see if you can get both answers correct. Mathematicians, I ended up with answers of 1 1/2 and 3 6/7. So congratulations if you got one or both of those questions correct. Really quick, again, when we multiply, we get 12 over 8. But after we make it into a mixed number for this problem, we had to simplify. 4 is half of 8. You can also tell they're 2 even numbers. Divide 4 into both of them. You should have gotten 1 1/2 for that first answer. Second answer, no simplifying needed. Just needed to multiply and then make it into a mixed number. 27 over 7 turns into 3 6/7. So hopefully this gives you a better understanding of how to multiply a fraction by a whole number. I am Professor Pandemic. Please tune in to more videos to help with your math knowledge. And until we see you again, remember, the more you learn, the more you know. Have a great day.